Well, good afternoon. My name is Robert Bobby Bob TV Brown. How you doing today? Today I'm going to take a different direction in politics. I'm gonna do something that most people don't do, and that's get my head out of this cloud of madness, this fear and hatred, and taking a poop on each other, and calling each other names and all this stuff. I'm taking a break. I don't subscribe to that. Not going to subscribe to that. I only call out two things: crooked politicians, white supremacy. But even when it comes to dealing with white supremacy, I like my white supremacy up front in my face. I can respect a racist, bigot, white supremacist in my face who shows me who he are, than that low key, underground, slimy, conniving snake that claims to be he's for me, but willing to stab me in the back. That's what Malcolm X said about the conservative and the liberal. He said there's one America. Don't get the parties twisted. Conservatives and liberals are in both parties. You got conservative Republicans, conservative Democrat, and liberal Republican, because there's some Republicans that have some liberal views. They call those people libertarians. That's why they call libertarians. They got some liberal views. It's not just about liberty. Today I'm going to get out of the headspace, and I'm going to go beyond what the media is saying, because the media love to dump stuff on you. They love to spin narratives. They call it television for a reason, because it wants to tell a vision, their vision. They want to tell it in your hearts and mind. They call it a program for what? A television program, because in that television we're programming your mind. This has been going on for hundreds of years, either by way of book or by media. Nothing's changed today. The left is trying to spin a narrative on who Trump is. Trump is trying to spin and the right is trying to spin a narrative on who Kamala Harris is. It's going to be hate and visceral and vitriol going back and forth. Now, Trump, after he got shot, said he wasn't going to do that. Boy, he's going on the attack. Kamala Harris ain't got nothing but to do that. I mean, she's in a place now that as a female candidate now, Trump got to kind of watch his step. But, Trump ain't been the one to watch his step, because you don't want to be labeled racist, misogyny, and all this kind of buzzwords that the Democratic Party use. And you don't want to be labeled a communist, unpatriotic, and all that, the buzzword that right use. Stay in the middle, my voters. Stay in the middle, my fellow Americans, and look at these things from a plain view. Get off the TV. Get off the radio sometimes. Y'all wonder where I've been. I've been clearing my mind. I have to take a sabbatical. I got to get in my woo-saw moment and still deal in this space of faith, love, hope, and doing what I love to do, and talking about whatever I want to talk about right here on this platform of the Bobby Brown Show. So you got two people running for office. You got Kamala Harris and you got Donald Trump. Both parties claim that there's fascist, authoritarian, unpatriotic people on both sides. And I'm going to go over that, because I'm going to go over one day the unpatriotic views of the Democratic Party, the authoritarian views of the Democratic Party, and the fascist views of the Democratic Party. And then I'm going to do the same thing over on the Republican Party. Then I'm going to look at it through each candidate. But right now, I want to look at the only thing that matters and should matter when it comes to politics, when it comes to electoral season, when it comes to you. The only thing you should be asking about these candidates is their policies, what they're planning on pushing if I let them get in office. Because remember, it's you that elect them. Well, I ain't going to say it's you, because you can elect them, and going back to this authoritarian, tactics and actions in political parties, you can vote these people in, and they're still going to take the superdelegates to make the decision. And that is not fair. That is not fair. We're going to talk about that more, because this stuff got to be nipped in the bud and stopped forever. Today, I'm going to take a look at some policies on both the Kamala Harris side or the Joe Biden side and the Donald Trump side. So I went to Kamala Harris' platform. They're going to change Joe Biden's platform and make it hers. It says here, President Biden, I'm endorsing Kamala Harris to be our next president for the United States. Now, in order to look at the policies of Joe Biden, which I'm believing that Kamala Harris is going to adopt the policies of Joe Biden, you have to pay money. And you know me, I'm not paying. And this goes to Act Blue. And this money don't go to, when it comes to Kamala Harris, Act Blue money don't go directly to Kamala Harris. It goes to the down ballot ticket as it should. But I'm not supporting that. So as of right now, she don't have her own site up. So I can't see. Give me a second. Let me close this, bring this over here some. There we go. I can't see what our policies is. And policies is the major thing that matters, nothing else. Hate, racism, and all that. We have dealt with bigotry and racism in political parties forever. Black people, foundational black people, freedmen, we know how to put the boots to the head when it comes to stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Lyndon B. Johnson was one of the biggest racists of all times. But yet Dr. King and the Black Grass Movement had a foot in his behind. So you should never be scared of whether somebody that's going to get in office, whether he's a racist or not. Who cares? Most of them are racist, and people who are in office going to tell you they're not racist when they still racist. Still a bigot, because you got that in Joe Biden. It's just that Joe Biden was, it was covered in old grandpa-ness, old grandpa getting there, retiring, kind of winding down. His was covered. Trump's still all in your face. But at the end of the day, I don't give a crap what you think of me. What kind of policies you got? What you got on the table? Because that's what I'm voting for. I don't give a crap about you. I don't give a crap about, the plans that this person has. Well, you got plans too, but you want to hide it. You have a hidden agenda, and you're going to push it as soon as you get in office based on me electing you, me giving you the power. I have more respect that if this is your policy, I know how to handle you accordingly. If Project 2024, 1999 is really the Trump policies, we know how to deal with that stuff. Most of that stuff in there, black people been dealing with, we still dealing with it. Ain't nothing in there that shocks me. And quite frankly, there's a few things in there I hate to shock you, I can get with. Because not everything in there is horrible. There's some horrible stuff in there. Don't get me wrong. But not everything is horrible. But they make it to be the boogeyman, and they got you scared, man. The Project 2024, 25 has become more fearful than Candyman, more fearful than Bloody Mary, more fearful than any movie from the from the collection of what's those movies? The Conjuring, whatever they call it. Project 2025 got y'all scared out your behind. Fear not. First of all, somebody got to say they're going to utilize it. And most times they don't utilize a whole mandate that some fool outside. I was telling people the other day, Trump is such a narcissist, arrogant narcissist. He's not going to take somebody else's plan. And if he do, he going to make it, he going to say, hey, I came up with this. When it comes to Project, he got his own. If you're going to come up with a diabolical plan to flip the United States on its head and take democracy out of it and make it a theocracy and things like that, he got his own plan. And yeah, I know half of the staff over there, and it make you suspect. But at the end of the day, let's say he do implement that. Let's say he get elected, he do implement it. We still know how to put our feet on your head. Black people, you know how to put your feet on their head. It doesn't matter who's in charge. Because it's the one who you think won't do nothing to you that's going to smack you upside the head. Because you won't see it coming. At least with this fool, we can see it coming. Now, I'm not supporting neither one of them. I'm just telling you how it is. I could care less about rumors and rumors and gossip about what somebody else is going to do. I could care less about Republican rumors. Oh, Kamala Harris, the commie woman, that crazy lady and blah, blah, and she going to do this. I can care less. Don't tell me about that stuff. I don't want to hear it, because half the time y'all don't know what the heck you're talking about. You're making up a bunch of bull crap. And likewise on the right, on the left, talking about Trump and, he going to do all that stuff like that. Y'all just come up with this stuff, and half the time y'all just talking crap, because the way you win an election is you got to define your opponent before they find you. That's dirty politics 101. You got to make your opponent the most horrible choice ever that people won't even think about voting for that person. And you got to make yourself seem like you the savior of the world. And for an example, they talking about this 10,000 men and these 10,000 women on the Zoom call. First of all, a Zoom call can't hold that much without crashing. Second, I don't believe the numbers that they're talking about because I can't trust these people. Everything they say, I already assume it's a lie. Because all they do is lie, lie, lie. They lie to you. They lie about their system. They lie about the way they handle certain things, their operations. All of it is a lie on both the left and right. That's why I say you got to get your head out of that crap, because that is designed to program you, to shape your mind, actually to indoctrinate you, to brainwash you, to be committed to them on the right or left, to be a red MAGA or blue MAGA. Both of y'all want to make America great. So sometimes you got to get your head out of the air and get people's words out of your ear. Don't come talk to me about my no 2020 Project 2020. I got it. I'm going over it. I don't need you to tell me what it is. I don't need no biased video that's going to tell me what it is, because half the time you're twisting the words and you haven't even done the whole thing. Haven't even read the whole thing. Or you read the whole things, but you figure I need to change some things to make it fit my narrative. Or you probably read the thing, but you refuse to share it, the reality of it. You refuse to really talk about it. You got a mission. Your mission is to define your opponent and make them so scary that everybody going to vote for you. Now, again, Kamala Harris, I guess, going to take on Joe Biden's platform. They're going to change this website and make it for her. They haven't did it yet because it's been so quick. But the only way I can see into her platform, I got to pay money. But let me go and see if I can back it up. Because Joe Biden is not in office. Well, he's in office. You know, so the best thing that Joe Biden could have did while he in this situation right now, because I don't think this girl going to win. This lady ain't going to win. This Indian lady ain't going to win. You call her Indian? Yeah, she's more Indian than black. I call it as I see it. So the least thing he could do is give her a gift. Resign as president. Let her be the president for the rest of the year. Maybe get some momentum, get some win behind herself. And then when she lose, at least you still made history. You still got the first red, yellow, black, and white, their persons in their sight, female president. They like to hang out with that. All right, so I'm going to the Joe Biden official campaign website, and I'm going to look at platforms. Like I said, I don't know if this is hers. Biden-Harris administration, immediate priority. This is for the White House. Campaign website. See, I gotta pay. I don't want to go to the White House. Okay. I guess they want to continue, but this is not hers. All right, so in the meantime, let's go to Donald Trump. Trump Vance. Why you gotta always have something with ants in it? Trump Pants, Trump Vance, Trump Dance. Trump's biggest mistake is he should have had Tulsi Gabbard as his vice president. See, he's getting somebody that's like him. That's not going to do it. J.D. Vance is only going to bring in more Trumpeters. He's not going to bring people from the outside. Tulsi Gabbard had the opportunity, and Trump was looking at Tulsi at one time as his, I think, Secretary of Defense or Secretary of Military at one time. I think he offered to her, and she denied the job. Trump was trying to be open to having some Democrats. But if he would have had her, he would have got a lot of military votes. He would have got a lot of independent votes, and he would have shaded off some Democrats that are very, very progressive. But, of course, the Republicans are going to have a fit because I don't want that commie, and we all know Tulsi is no commie, a part of that powerful campaign. But I would have did that. If I was Joe, I would drop out, resign, give her the keys for the rest of the year, and make her the first woman president, blah, blah, blah. If I was Donald Trump, I would have had Tulsi Gabbard on my team to shave off some of these independent and militant votes and Democrat progressive votes away from her because she's on the ticket. And a lot of people want to see Tulsi become president one day. And if she put herself in that position where she could placate toward the left and the right, that'll make her portfolio look even better for president. But let me get into this thing. Agenda 47. I heard a lot about Agenda 47, people on TikTok and people on Facebook. And you think Project 2024 was horrible. Agenda 47 is crazy. Crazy. I'm telling you, that man is crazy. Well, here's Trump platform. So you can text Trump. Here's the platform. You notice something? I didn't have to pay because Trump is truly funding this campaign on his own. I didn't have to pay to get to the policies and platform. Read the 2024 Republican platform here. Let's go over it. Seal the borders and stop the migrant invasion. I'm sorry, I told you I'm a hybrid and I'm a conservative. This is no endorsement. Don't mean I'm voting for him. But I can say I can get with that. I can get with the policy. It don't matter the person behind it. I don't care about that crap. I'm specifically focusing on the policy. I will say it on the left. I will say it in the green. I will say it in with Cornel West. Those certain policies, certain things in the platform I can get with. Some of them I can't. So let's go through it. Seal the border and stop the migrant invasion. I can get with that. Say it with me. I can get with that. If you live in New York City, man, this migrant invasion is off the charts, man. And now these people limited on their time in these fancy hotels that they get to live in. The same hotel where you look around the corner of the hotel, there's some homeless people laying down dirty clothes. And it was like that a long time when it was cold, shivering. You let so-called migrant workers, a lot of them are illegal, and I know y'all don't like that term. They're illegal. If you came in this country, other than the proper channels that the government give you, you came here illegally. Now, I may not call you an illegal alien because alien is a little creature, green from another planet, but I will call you an illegal migrant or illegal immigrant. You're double I, illegal immigrant. And Trump was right at the beginning, and I hate to say it, and a lot of people, oh, Trump, he's a xenophobic, he hates, blah, blah, blah. He was right at the beginning when he said they're not sending us the best and bright. Not some of them they're sending, but a lot of them are not. A lot of them are prisoners, convicts that their jail system could not hold them. The gangs and the cartels begin to take over certain areas of their country, and now these people don't have nowhere to go because the policing system and prison system are not like ours. And you got a lot of people that's not in jail, that should be in jail, making his way to the borders. And we're getting a lot of brash crimes. We had one man just did something to a lady and made her pass out and raped her on camera. One brother going around shooting cops from Venezuela. Then you got the flash mob, organized flash mobs. You got so much going on. Yes, seal that border and stop the migrant invasion. We need to put a lid on this. And you may not agree with me or not. We don't need no more people coming to this country, especially when they come to black. They send them to our neighborhood to undermine us. They don't send them to their neighborhoods where they're the majority. They want to dump them in the black neighborhood. And we ain't taking that. They want to put them in our abandoned schools when we've been asking for that school for after school program or special school to teach kids black history right along U.S. history, because U.S. history is not going to teach true black history. Carry out the largest deportation operation in American history. Yep, get them out of here, man. You're out of here. You're out of here. Get out of here. Especially those who took advantage of the opportunity. We have placated to the migrant workers to a certain point that is pathetic. They don't like the food that they're serving in the freaking fine 5-star hotel. We don't like the food they're serving. So you're going to kiss their behind and give them a card where they can buy some food to fit their agenda, to fit their ethnicity. This is America. You eat whatever you get. You want to get your type of food? Go buy it with your own money and fix it yourself. But the food in this hotel, I dare you, Mayor Adams and any other person that supported this, I dare you, ashamed of you, to have homeless people around the corner of that same hotel sleep cold. And these people are living warm, living la vida loca, getting fed 3 meals a day, hot meals from a catering company. And you sit there and let them say, hey, we're not going to eat this food. We need money to buy our food of our ethnicity. You don't get out of here with that mess. Go to work. Oh, you don't supposed to work. Rob, you sound like a Trumper. No, I'm telling you how it is. I live in New York. This stuff is crazy. End inflation. Bullet point number 3, end inflation and make America affordable again. We want to end inflation and get people back to the point where they can afford to buy some apple, a bag of apples, without paying $10. I can go back and afford to buy some cereal when it's $2.75, now it's $5. 4th bullet point, make America the dominant energy producer in the world by far. We should be producing our own energy. We should not be kissing no Saudis behind, no Iranian behind, no African behind. As United States citizens, we should go back to producing our own oil. Things have changed now where technology is so smart where we can go back to doing oil and doing stuff like that. I'm for that. Those were good jobs. And yeah, back then there's hazardous and people, they got new technology now. We shouldn't be kissing nobody behind, whacking them off just to get oil from them. We shouldn't. We need to get back to drilling. And I believe the reason that they stopped the drilling, I don't think it was about the environment protection people. The moment black people started getting land down south, they started striking gold, and they had to find some way to shut that down where they couldn't really profit off of it. So many black people in Tulsa and Texas and Arkansas and in those regions bought land, and those land were loaded with oil. But instead of letting this black man become a multi-billionaire with his oil on this property, we gotta shut down the ability to produce oil, starving this guy and the rest of them at that. Now, some got stipends because they've been doing it for a while. Stop at bullet point number 5. I can get with everything so far. Now, the energy, you still got to be careful about fracking and stuff like that. But most of us producing our own energy, we got to do it. We got to produce our own energy. You got a house, you should have solar panels on your roof. It's available. Why are you paying a high light bill when you don't have to? Get some solar panels and keep it a buck. Or keep a buck in your pocket. This is a new day. We need to go back to being the dominant energy producer in the world by far. Number 6, stop outsourcing and turning the United States instead of manufacturing superpower. In other words, stop sending jobs overseas. You want our plant to come over there? You're going to have to send your plant over here. You want us to make cars for you over there? Then I expect you to make cars over here. We need to go back to made in America, made in the USA products. Build pride in the country. Build pride in the job that you work at. I was looking at this Boxable company. They decided that they're not going to go to another country. They're going to build a manufacturing plant right there in good old Las Vegas. And they're producing these homes $50,000. They're not skyrocketing it up or anything. They're trying to find lower costs to be able to put people in their own home for less than $50,000. American made. I can get it with that. More jobs for us. More black jobs. Black jobs. More black jobs. Large tax cut for the wealthy. No, it said large tax cut for workers. Large tax cut for workers. And no taxes on tips. So if you work a job where you get tips, you're not going to be taxed on those tips. That's all your money. Guess what? I'm not a Trump guy, but I can get with that. Defend our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our fundamental freedoms, including freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the right to keep and bear arms. Guess what? I'm a Christian. I want to be able to live my Christian life, speak my Christian talk, and I won't have to be subservient to the will of the government telling me that I have to, you misgendered this person. I didn't miss. I hit it right on the mark. If you want me to call you somebody else by your name, just tell me. But you ain't got to get upset and angry at me because I said ma'am and you really a sir. Or I say sir and you really, you ain't got to get upset. I can work with you. What would you like to be called? If you like to be called a Corvette, I'll be call you a Corvette. You're not a Corvette, but I'll call you a Corvette. Whatever you want to be called, I'll call you that. Even though I see on your driver's license still got your childbirth name, I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. Because it's not that serious to me. Freedom of speech. We need to defend freedom of speech. We need to defend freedom of religion and the right to bear arms. Yeah, I'm gun owner. Here in New York, I can't be a gun owner in New York, but gun owner in Virginia. And I work in security, and I expect that I'm trying to upgrade myself to armed guard. That's where the money is. Prevent World War III. No, let me go back to that. Defend our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our fundamental freedom. I can get with that. Number 8. Prevent World War III. I definitely can get in that, man, because I'm telling you, I don't care about Project 2020 ain't going to be nothing like a nuclear warhead coming in and eviscerating everybody. And we almost been on that brink of destruction, messing around with this Ukraine crisis and bumping heads with the Russians and still poking fun at the Koreans. No, prevent World War III. Restore peace in Europe and in the Middle East. Now, this is the part I don't agree with. If you're going to build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield over, okay, I can get with that. Trump wants to build an Iron Dome missile defense shield over this country. I can get with that. But Trump, don't send no money over to Israel funding their defense system, and you're not going to fund the defense system of the Palestinians. Fair is fair. But I'm with you on this one. I can get with that. We need a defense system. Cover everybody. Cover every American, red, yellow, black or white, rich or poor. We all need to have a defense system. I can get with that. Number 9, end the weaponization of government against American people. Now, I don't know where Trump is going with this because he's still a little butthurt about his fanboys on January 6th. But at face value, and if you could put this on paper, that would be okay. We don't need the FBI and the CIA and the NSA spying on our phone calls. We don't need them being used as a weapon against us, because currently they are. End the weaponization of government against American people, including Trump. Barack Obama had spied into Trump at the beginning of 2016 elections. They came out with a report that Obama authorized that man be spied into, looked into. I call it spy, because looking to somebody personal information and record and whereabouts and going back and forth, you getting access to that is very unconstitutional and very wrong. If you can't beat them at the polls, leave it alone. So I can get with that. So far, there's a lot of stuff I can get with. Don't mean I'm voting for them. Stop the migrant crime epidemic, demolish the foreign drug cartels, crush gang violence, and lock up violent offenders. I can get with that. Let me repeat. Stop the migrant crime epidemic. He didn't say stop migrants. He said the migrant crime epidemic. Stop it. You're not going to stop somebody from being a criminal, Trump. But I get it. Let's put some, if they do decide to become a criminal, let's put it on their behind. You ain't got to go as far as Kamala Harris did when she was a DA or a district attorney or AG or prosecutor. Demolish the foreign drug cartels, crush gang violence, and lock up violent offenders. Now, with this crush gang violence, it's a little loose, because I don't need 3 or 4 of white supremacists who want to see 5 black protesters. You're going to call them a gang, and you figure that you're helping Trump out with his job. Trump don't need your help. And Trump, be more specific on this. What are you calling a gang? Because a gang just means a bunch of people. It's not official name of a particular gang. Once you say a particular name of that bunch of people, it's considered a gang. As long as they're not out there breaking the law, leave them alone. Rebuild our cities. More jobs, especially black jobs, including Washington, D.C. We need to remake Washington, D.C. Make them safe, clean, and beautiful again. Rebuild our cities, all our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. Got no problem with that. How is that evil and diabolic that he want to rebuild our cities, including Washington, D.C.? Oh, he want to build it into his image. He want to put some statues of himself like he's Saddam Hussein. Man, if you don't go somewhere with that stuff. Strengthen and modernize our military. Make it without question the strongest and most powerful in the world. It's already strong and powerful, Trump. It don't need to be more stronger. If anything, you need to shave it down. Shave it down. And that need to be shaved off. Great careers, great opportunity to live a good, fascinated life, but it comes with consequences. Keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. Hey, I don't know how you're going to do that, because people got a right to make their own currency. You can't stop them. BRICS have their own currency. You can't stop them. And we should be free to trade with them, whether you like it or not. Here's one that you probably didn't hear about. Policy number 14. I will fight for and protect Social Security. Oh, he trying to get rid of Social Security. I will fight for and protect Social Security. I did it once. I tried to get rid of it once, twice, 3 times. That was Joe Biden's words in the 90s. He tried to get rid of it 3 times. I'm the guy.
I'm the guy that said.
Bragging on himself. And I am also the guy who said if you got a little inch of cocaine in you, you're going to jail like you had a whole package. I'm the guy that if somebody's standing next to you with some reefer and you don't have none, of marijuana, we're going to run both of y'all in, because I'm the guy who created the rules. God, deal with that mess. Protect Social Security. He's going to protect Medicare with no cuts, including some changes to the retirement age. In other words, I'm not going to let them raise the retirement age. There's going to be no changes. The Democrats talking, and half of the Republicans talking about raising it up. We're not doing that. We want people to retire with dignity. You don't want people working 109 years old, still working in Walmart. So this is a Trump policy. I know it sounds like a Democratic platform, but I want to fight to protect Social Security. and Medicare with no cuts, including no change in retirement age. That's number 14, a Trump policy plan. Cancel the electric vehicle mandate and cut costs and burdensome regulation. Now, that's going to make Elon Musk upset. In other words, nothing wrong with electric cars, but we still need fuel cars, because those electric cars, the batteries ain't got up. The battery's not there yet. And then if you're in the middle of a desert and you can't find no charging station, boy, you in big trouble. That's why it's always good to have gas, petroleum, ran vehicles, because it's not linked up to smart system and electricity and stuff like that. Locally, it's a good thing, but going across the board, nah, it's not all that, huh? This one I cannot agree with. I can finally find one. Cut federal funding for any school. Cut federal funding from any school. Pushing critical race theory. Cut federal funding to any school pushing critical race theory, radical gender ideology, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, and political content on our children. Now, look, you do you as an adult, but when it comes to these kids are off limit. If I found out that you was taking the money that the taxpayers have and you use it to promote sexuality and all that kind of stuff, and then now I got my disagreement with the critical race theory, because what do you consider critical race theory? I'm just going to teach my child true black history. I'm going to teach him about what your forefathers did, but that don't mean you did it. Some of y'all out here scared like somebody gave you a pack of the Project 2024. You scared and feared that, oh, my children's going to hate their father. They're going to hate me. They're going to hate you. Grow up. Grow a set. Stop being little bitches. If they're taught properly, they won't. If they're taught properly, they wouldn't be upset. It's good for them to know different history. It should be a year-long foundational Black American history class for a whole year. Forget that month stuff. We've listened to white history. That's what we call it, his story. We listen to the white man's story, his story about the foundation of this nation. A lot of it is a bunch of lies. And you're trying to say, if I tell the truth about it, are you saying that's critical race theory? So I can get with some of this stuff in this particular one, but most of that I can't get with. This is blatant stupid. Cut federal funding. I'm not for radical gender ideology in school. I'm not for it. Let the kids be kids. They should be on the playground getting dirty, playing, you got the cooties and all that kind of stuff. That's what they should be doing. They shouldn't be worrying about their sex. And a parent and the teacher shouldn't be helping them change their sex. Who the heck are you? Are you crazy? I'll bust you in your mouth. You talking to my child like that, telling him, be what you want to be, Johnny. No, you ain't going to be what you're doing, Johnny. You're a man. You're born a man. You're a man. I'm not going to let these people plant these thoughts in you. Now, if you still have these feelings in you later on when you get older, I can't control that. You're a man now. You have to make those decisions. But as long as you're my child, I'm teaching you how to be a man. As long as you're my child, daughter, your aunties, your mamas, they teaching you how to be a woman, a classy woman. Not all showing that woman like Sexy Red. Here's 17. Keep men out of women's sports. Trump, you need to add some more to that. Keep women out of men's sports. You got these people that failed at playing basketball and something like that, and they getting on the girl team like lady ballers. You get on the girls team and you dominating, slamming, dunking, all in the face. You still got your balls, you still got your wee-wee, and you claiming that you identify as a woman, you slamming the ball in the goal, and you still got your testicles out there all in the woman face while you slam the ball on it. No. Now, I am for you guys having a league. Just like you got women basketball and men basketball, you should have a trans league, LGBTQ league. I want to be in your league. I want to be in your league. It shouldn't be no separate league. Yes, it should. It should be. Women have a different body structure, and they should have their own sports. You come over here and get into men's sports, you're going to get mauled, and you're going to get almost hurt, and you might end up losing your life. We already got people so powerful that they can knock another big person down in their life. And you want to come over here, like I watch AEW wrestling. You got Nyla Rose. Got nothing against Nyla Rose. It's trans person, and great wrestler. One of the safest wrestlers. I'm like, why? I mean, you don't see too many trans wrestling anyway, but I'm like, you demolishing these women. But credit to him or her, him, her, whatever. All these pronouns, God, stop. But according to him, her, they're pretty safe. They're pretty safe. But just like they got a women's division and a male's division, it should be trans division. If you want to get, I ain't got no problem with that. Do your own thing. Have your own wrestling division, have your own sports division. Do your thing. Could be very lucrative to you. But you trying to force yourself on my daughter's team and you 6'9", 230 pounds. No, stop. I know some of you gonna hate me. I don't give a crap. Stop. Keep men out of women's sports and women out of men's sports. Start your own league. That's what black people had to do. I don't like this. Deport pro-Hamas radicals and make our college campus safe and patriotic again. So you're going to be doing some Anne Frank on the hunt, FBI, sneaky surveillance stuff to find out who's pro-Hamas on a college campus. And if they don't agree with Israel, you want to get rid of them? You want to deport them? These people fighting for their land. You call it Hamas, no, and they don't call it. I mean, look. You label Hamas a terrorist organization when some of them are considered freedom fighters. But you want to deport those freedom fighters that lives on college campuses. 19, we got two more to go. 19, secure our elections. This one, Trump just did a video. Trump said that there's not going to be no more election. He didn't say that, man. Stop. He just said, Christians, y'all don't vote for me that often. This time, get out there and get the vote out me. Once you get me in office, get back to your lazy self. You're lazy. I don't want to have to scold you, but you guys don't vote, man. You yell, hoorah, yeah, God and country. Y'all but don't vote. If you want me in office, you got to get out there and vote. You come by y'all, my Lord, and holding my hands and praying for me. That ain't going to get me elected. I need your help. I need your boots to the ground. I need you to canvass. I need you to make phone calls. I need you to do that. Secure our elections. I can get with that. Secure our election, I can get that. Well, the way he talk about secure election is taking over and throwing away the old system and putting in the new system. Hey, I'm for putting in the new system, not his new system, but I think we need to break the two-party duopoly and have a brand new system with multiple parties. Trump is also, and this looked like a Bernie Sanders platform, look, he said, I want to secure our election and include same-day voting. This is a Democratic talking point about 5-10 years ago, and now Trump talking it. You upset? He just wants same day voting because he want to get rid of voting. What that got to do with anything? Just plebiscite babbling. He want to secure election. He want to do same day voting, voter identification. You don't like that, but in New York, you ain't voting until you got an ID. That's not fair. It is fair. First of all, it makes sure that you're not the person. It makes sure you're the person that actually should be voting. And it helps keep you in your district. And it's good to have it. You need to have it. New York always had it. That's why when people say, they coming after our liberties, America, stop that, man. Of course, for you, if we had everybody thinking like you, of course it will, because you're a bunch of scare cats. You don't know what it takes to nip that stuff in the bud. Secure our elections, including same-day voting, voter identification. He wants to go back to paper ballots. I want to go back to paper ballots. I want to go back to paper count ballots. I don't want no piece of paper. I check a little box and stick it in a machine. Get those machines out of here. Let's go back to paper ballots. And also proof of citizenship. Your driver's license is a proof of citizenship. If you don't have proof of citizenship, you should not be voting in the United States election. It's simple. That's a given. Liberals and Democrats getting upset. That's a given. You shouldn't vote if you're not a citizen here, and we need you to prove that you're a citizen. And last but not least, unite our country by bringing it to a new and record levels of success. In other words, I'm going to unite the company by doing some things that's out of this world. It's going to blow you away. At least that's what I'm thinking he's saying. Because if I was running for office, I'll be saying that. I got so much stuff that I plan on doing with you, boy, it's going to knock your soft off. I heard you, but unlike Joe Biden, I'm going to do something for you. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to make America great again. We're going to win some more that you're going to get sick of winning. You're going to be throwing up winning vomit. That's that Trump talk. So far, in Trump's Agenda 46, 7, whatever, Agenda 47, I don't see nothing draconian. I mean, the part about don't go too far when it comes to the being the strongest power when it comes to natural gas and stuff like that. But we do need to go back to, in my opinion, my personal opinion, you do whatever you want. We need to go back to being the number one fuel giant in the world, making people come pay us, and that'll be more money to go back into the system. I can get with that. This deport pro-Hamas, depending on who you call a Hamas. So like I said, there's some things in here I can get with, and there's certain things I can't get. You just saw into Project 47, Donald Trump platform for making America great. Great stuff in there I can get with. See, I could find some good in everybody's platform, some bad in everybody. As you see, I saw a lot of things that I can get with, but I saw some things I don't get with. It's kind of crazy. We need a little more clarity on this, dude. I noticed I didn't see nothing about project. We're going to adopt the Project 2025 plan as an overall. No, Trump got his own. It don't matter whether it's Stephen Miller or anything. Trump going to always do his own thing. And if he have to make those guys bend the knee to his own thing, he's going to always do his own thing. That is Trump platform right there. Those are the things Trump want to do. Now, I'm excited to see what Kamala has going to have to offer. Because a lot of this stuff on Trump's side sound progressive. A lot of them conservative. It's a mixture of both. Because he has always been a mixture of both. With his big, blab, bigoted mouth. You still need to apologize to those centrified boys, you narcissists. That's it. Get your head out the ears of folks. Get your head out the cloud. Get away from the rat race. Get away from the talk of politics. When you hear somebody talking politics, just say, hey, good, time to go. Time to go, because we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there about your sister girl. We don't want to go there about the orange man. It's out, I'm out. Love you, I'm out. And don't dare fall over your family members over some stupid like that. That was Trump Agenda 47. Take a look at it. I won't support it. Why? Why, Robert? The conservative movement can use you. I am not giving none of y'all turkeys my energy. I do like some things in the policy, but then again, there's some things that was in the Democratic policy I can get with. I wish y'all work together and iron that out and get with the things that the people like to see implemented in majority. Put that out there. There you have it. Nothing about Project 2024, but it's called Agenda 47. And people try to make it seem like that's more horrible. Well, if you go back, you'll see that there is a PDF where you can go comb through the whole agenda. Anyway, I'm out of here. Next time we're going to look into Kamala Harris's platform, because right now I don't know what she's running on. People so caught up. We got to get the first black female. I've been through there with Obama. He wasn't a foundation of black Americans, so he found no root in the soil. Now, his wife is, his kids are, but he don't, man, he's white Kansas and black Kenyan. Grew up in Kansas most of his time, and his mom got a hold of him. And he grew up in Hawaii for a little bit. Then he went to Indonesia, grew up there when his mom remarried somebody in Indonesia. Sure to get around, like Tupac. She get around. Then here we got Kamala Harris. Half Indian. Oh, her dad's Jamaican. Jamaican don't mean black. Jamaican is a nationality. It is not a color. And if you do your research on Donald Harris, great guy, smart, intelligent guy, great economist, and you do your research on Miss Gamolan, her mother, smart, intelligent woman. So I would expect her to have the genes of her mother and daddy, but I don't think it's there. Very intelligent. She died of cancer. She was a cancer research doctor. He's still kicking around in D.C., and he often say things negative, so-called negative. I call it the truth about his daughter. And there's a lot of truth that you don't want to hear, but I'm going to have to go through it. Why? Because it's my civic duty to let you know who you vote for. It's not that I hate Trump. It's not that I hate Kamala Harris. I'm not going to hate neither one of these people. I'm going to love them with the love of God. But you ain't going to walk into the booth thinking that red man is the most disastrous world, and you're not even looking at the record, past, present, and the future of this person. I'm not fooled by the beautiful skin and the ski-wee and all that kind of stuff and 1,000 men, 1,000 women, which I don't believe that crap. My whole thing is, what do you have on the table? What is your policies? Because somebody's policy is going to move me to vote for you. In the meantime, I don't see your policies, and I need to see that policy. I need to see if something in there I can get with. And if I see it and I like it, I'll get with. That was Project 47. Agenda 47. Not a whole. It's not as scary as people think it is. And we're gonna go over the Project 2020, but some of it crap. Some of them need to be trashed. But there's some things I can get with. I can get with the Department of Labor not being the one controlling Department labor in the state and in the city, being the overseer. No, you work for the local ones. The local ones tell you to jump, you need to jump high. Oh, he gonna get rid of DOA. He never said he's getting rid of DOA in that paper. He's gonna revamp it and take most of his power away from them, because that power belongs to the people, to the grassroots, to the mothers, the father that got to deal with the Parent Teacher Association and the educational system. That money is going to assist them. So that's a platform. When Kamala Harris' platform pops up, I'll go over hers, and I'm quite sure there's some things I can get within that too, even though she got the most horrible record in the world. Before I say this, Trump got some policies I can get with. I'm quite sure Harris got some policies I can get with. I didn't see one word about reparations for foundational black Americans and a black agenda. I didn't see nothing about a hate crime bill, Donald Trump. So when it comes to me, that's a hell no, I'm not voting for you. I don't care how good that other stuff work. That is not my priority, son. My priority is the survival of foundational black Americans, freedmen. We've been overturned and overwhelmed by immigration. We got a lot of people that's black Africans coming to this country. You got a lot of people that are Caribbean coming to this country. We fought for them to get the ability to come into this country, but now we're getting lost as a shuffle, as a lineage. And we're saying we're refused to get lost in the shuffle as a lineage, because we're telling you that you got to get out there and you got to go out there and fight for this thing. You got to get out of the cloud and get your mind into the will of God. Anyway, I'm out of here. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm Bob Brown with the Bob Brown Show on the go. I'll holler at you later. Peace, 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 peace.